Meta Nightmare, dude? Come on.
Yeah,
Anybody who has been around you for more than a year knows about the Meta Nightmare.
I haven't been around for more than a year, and I know that. I don't know.
It was
Probably
fun
been
while it
about a
lasted.
year. I haven't been around in this server for a year though.
It was fun while it lasted. I can't play that shit anymore. I go back and I'm like, I suck ass.
Yeah.
Alright, where do you think that I am on this spectrum? The same question that Lab just asked. I mean, obviously it's my first time doing Secret Santa, so.
Yeah, I'm like.
I just want to give people something they enjoy.
Same.
I don't care if they know it's me or not.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I will say.
Oh right, yeah. I like had to like think about what you gave for a second.
Oh, okay, so there's my answer.
Oh, no. So honestly, I think considering what happened, I think it makes perfect sense. But I also think, yeah, nobody's gonna expect that one.
Mission complete.
Yeah, mission complete.
Mission complete.
Mission complete.
I feel like mine could be like maybe
I think
obvious if the secrets if they noticed
yeah
things they may.
I think yours is like pretty obvious for you, but someone would have to like really know to know, you know.
Oh, I think I know what you gave.
I think you picked something really good. Like you were fretting over it so much, and you were just like, "Yeah, give him this," and I'm like, "Dude, that's amazing. Why were you worried?"
I just didn't know what else to do. Well, I also have a small pool of games I've only speedran what Mario 64 and SA2, so it's like I don't really even have that many options of like what I know.
Yeah.
Yo, all I'm saying is Zether's heard me say this before, and I'll say it again. If I didn't think the recipient wasn't gonna like the game, I fully signed up with the idea of giving someone Luigi's Mansion. It was gonna happen.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would have been insane.
No, yeah. If somebody else Luigi's Mansion, I would like everyone would know it's you in a heartbeat. Anyone who's been around you for any amount of time.
But I feel like that's only because I've talked about it a decent amount since we started playing.
Yeah.
I feel like
Which is weird because I don't remember. I don't think I've ever. I feel like maybe I just haven't paid attention because I just haven't remember you.
I feel like Zephyr, like you've heard me talk about Luigi's Mansion, but it hasn't been like prior to the Secret Santa starting. I've definitely talked about it way less.
Yeah,
you know?
like
I feel like right now I'm only talking about it because I'm like, damn, I would have given Luigi's Mansion. No, but prior to starting it, I feel like there wouldn't.
No, I definitely feel like even prior to you're like of people who talk about Luigi's Mansion, you're like top 3 people I know who talks about Luigi's Mansion. If I saw Luigi's Mansion before Secret Santa, we had all these conversations, I knew it was you.
That's the thing, though. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I feel like there's a small amount of people that would know that. Because I've talked to you about it.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say next.
Yeah.
Only the people who have been in VCs with you a fair bit would know. Like, Matthew would probably know. I would know.
Matthew would know.
Luigi.
Matthew would only know because we had a conversation about. Oh, you know what? Matthew and Lab might also know because
Drin would know.
No, we had a conversation about the timing methods and the platforms. That's what we were talking about. The
I
platform.
love timing
Board
methods.
splits. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game that I want to play,
Yeah.
but I just haven't. So
Oh yeah, we were talking about emulator time gates.
that's what we were talking about. Yes.
Yeah. Those are
I
stupid.
think we did that in a VC. I think we did
Oh,
that.
does Luigi's Mansion have an emulator time gate?
Okay,
Really used
here's
to.
the thing. Here's the thing. It has both an emulator time gate and a split emulator board. So
Fantastic.
even if you like go below the time gate, there's still an emulator board, but that begs the question, why not just have all the emulator runs on the same board to begin with?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. We were
That's
Lab, I
slightly
don't
less stupid than how Sunshine has it.
Lab, I don't even think we talked about this in a VC. I think you were like on stream and I was just kind of
Probably.
vibing in chat and we were talking about it. 'cause we
Billy
were talking about
had
the
a very strict time gate.
I think that's what we were talking about. That's how it
Hour
started.
20.
Yeah.
That's
I asked
like
you about-
some people's like first runs.
Oh.
I mean, not
That's
first runs, but like
ridiculous.
third through fifth.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion for any percent no out of bounds, which is the main category. I think it's like an hour and 5 minutes, which is like top 60, 70.
But they said board split. Who gives a shit? The loads on emulator are very, very consistent, just like they are on Wii. They have a similar amount of variance, so RTA still makes sense. Just RTA making
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lab, and everyone who wasn't Zether who heard me say this earlier. Fun Nintendo fact about Luigi's Mansion. In the PAL version of the Hidden Mansion, Luigi rides on the Poltergust during the Boolossus fight. Also, because everything in the mansion is mirrored, this also includes the L on Luigi's hat. Not quite unlike the cover art from Mario Kart Double Dash. Yeah.
Listen, I've heard the double dash one like a million times.
Well, see, that's the joke. It's another fun fact that's like actually a fun fact.
I get it.
You know what, Zether? I think the best part is that when I started talking about the L being backwards on his hat the first time, it wasn't even like it was a moment of opportunity, not a moment of play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, hey.
Like, wait a second, the L's backwards here too. That's crazy.
I also told Zether, he goes, oh yeah, you gotta say that to someone who's heard you talk about the double dash thing. And I said, I'll hit live with it.
Yeah.
Did you know?
You know. Nah, but I didn't even have to finish the sentence with Zether. I was like, yeah, the L is backwards. Just like. Anyway. You know, the funny thing is, Lab mentioned in the list of games that would have been obvious if I had said something, he said Double Dash, I think, and I'm like, I think the only context with which I've ever talked about Double Dash is the box art. So, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have given someone Double Dash, though. It never would have crossed my mind. I'm curious, Zether. What other game do you think, like besides Luigi's Mansion, if you'd seen on the list, would you have been like, yeah, that was familiar?
Sorry.
There's not
what?
a lot.
What was the
You're
question?
talking about Luigi's Mansion. Like if you'd see that on the list, you would have been like, yeah, I know who gave this. I don't think there's a lot of other games on that list for me.
No, not really. Luigi's Mansion is the main one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually pull up the list of games. Okay, so Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, any percent we already talked about. So obvious. JSR any percent. So obvious. Super Metroid any percent. Huh? Cavern of Dreams any percent. So obvious. Yeah, like I wonder why. Scooby-Doo 9 and 100 frights any percent. So obvious.
I don't know about that one. I don't know who that could be.
You have no idea? Okay, yeah. I mean, it was suggested twice, so I mean, it could be anyone.
It's true. It was suggested twice. Someone's trying to get off the trail.
Yeah. A masterful bait, however.
Alright, I said I could do it. Let me actually look at these games. Let's see.
Shadow, expert mode glitchless, so obvious. Lunistus any percent, kind of hard to say since there's two of them, and yet the fact that there's two of them makes me think it's so obvious.
I don't even know what that game is.
That's fair. Look into it a bit, and maybe you'll have an idea.
Let's get the live reaction. Hold on.
Yeah. Zero mission, any percent. Considering the context, this one can be figured out. I don't think anyone's gonna realize, though.
Alright, let's see. Let's look at this. Is it? Wait, no. Oh. That's funny. Is it funny that I looked at this game for 5 seconds and the first thing that came to my mind was drywall, but he received the game. So...
Yeah.
Stinky.
Well, I guess that means the Santa did a good job, because it's like, oh yeah.
Yo, you know what'd be really funny?
What's that?
If Drywall or Meltra was one of the ones who gave the game, but also received the game.
That would be funny.
That would be... You imagine giving out a game for someone else, and then someone chooses that game for you at the same time.
Yeah.
That would be the Secret Santa moment of all time.
Yeah. Arknights. There's some lore behind this one, but like, I don't think anybody's gleaning that one. Connect Sports, yeah, good luck. Eclipse any percent.
I mean, I feel like Connect Sports could literally be anybody, because anybody in here would have looked at, oh, you want a Connect game, huh? Like,
yeah.
That was not the Giphy's
That's
fault.
true.
Like, that was not the Santa's fault at all.
Exactly. Like, that was the thing. Like, why wouldn't you give a Connect Sports game at that point? Like, it's the perfect smokescreen. They said, hey, I'll take a Connect game, and they're never gonna guess it's you, because that's the most general thing you could give someone. Symphony of the Night, I'm gonna be honest, there's no way Lab is getting that one.
That was
Yeah, so true. It was Hedera. Neon White, any percent. Pretty straightforward, but I don't know if Lexi will get it. Your Game.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of this game before now. So
yeah, it's like if you got the lore, you might know, but you'd have to know to know. Yeah, the lure.
No, you know.
Lawrence lure.
Alert. I feel
Ratchet
like
and Clank.
Wait.
Be able to figure it out.
Um,
Ratchet and Clank,
this one is pretty obvious if.
Oh, really?
If you know
Yeah.
the person.
Okay.
Yeah, if you know the person, this one is pretty obvious.
Okay.
I'm about to say, because, like, on the other side of that spectrum, I talked to Matthew a lot, and never once has he ever mentioned Ratchet and Clank. So, it's definitely, like, has to be, like, this is a choice by the Santa rather than I think the gifty would like this moment, you know? But he said he likes Ratchet and Clank, so it doesn't like it matters.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Prior to this, I had never heard him mention it ever. So,
yeah. Twilight Princess. I think that's a tough one to get. I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's tough.
Yeah.
Unless it's Blue, I have no
I-
idea who that could be.
I have no idea.
I think I could guess what game Matthew gave, just because I know he plays a very few select games.
Which game do you think Matthew gave?
I'll give it to you. Just because I think that there's only like 2 or 3 games on this list
I mean-
that I think he would touch with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, like you could say it aloud. I'm not gonna tell you if you're right or not. DM or otherwise.
I think he gave Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Okay.
I think that that is one of 3 games on this list that he would even touch with a 10-foot pole, and even that he would only do it because he would think it's funny and for the meme, not because he would want to play the game.
That's crazy.
That's Matthew build. That's, actually.
That does sound pretty
Doesn't-
Matthew Pill.
He doesn't like RPGs. He doesn't like puzzle games. He gets annoyed easily, so there's no shot he's playing some shit like Jet Set. Mate?
Is that the...
It's difficult, because there's some games on here that I don't know.
Yeah.
But out of everything that I do know and how much or how little actual games that he would play, I think that's the only thing that makes sense in my brain.
Yeah.
Because I'll play almost anything,
Mhm.
but he's not like that.
Yeah. Okay, rest of these. PO6, I think this is an interesting one. This one could be pretty obvious, but this one is
I think it's pretty
probably gonna
funny.
go under the radar.
Nice.
I think it's pretty funny because
Wait, why is this still going? What the fuck happened?
obviously Rev plays 06, so everyone was like, yo, this would be funny. This would be hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's really funny because it's like Rev already plays PO6. Rev already has records in PO6, like tons of them.